Hello everyone, my name is Lovely Kathy. Before we begin, don't forget to comment, leave a like, and hit the subscribe button with your tongue. Now, I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading videos lately. College has been stressful, but I have found a way, to upload videos and still go to college and get grades. Isn't that right, Mr. Piggy? Oh, sorry, Mr. Piggy. I'm sorry. So today we'll be talking about redstone and its magical uses. I will be doing my best to explain redstone and how you can build your own redstone contraption. Of course, maybe not building, but maybe explaining it probably would be better. Anyways, first one, the door. Now anyone can build the door, and I mean absolutely anyone. The hard part about building the door for me, it was keeping it closed. Now see, when I open the door, it opens and it closes. So let's say your base is at a mountain and you want to hide it from your friends because you know your friends are going to steal all your diamonds. You build a door. Now you can make the door out of any material that you want. You can even make it out of stone. It depends. It is up to you whether or not you want to make it hidden or I guess visually, basically be like, hey, I live right here. It's completely up to you. So this button that we have right here sends a signal to this line telling, of course, this sticky piston to push away this redstone block. And once it's pushed away, this signal that's currently turned on to these pistons and to these other pistons will eventually turn off. And once it's turned off, watch what happens. The door is suddenly open. Wow. And once we put it back in there, the doors will automatically close. There is a way for you to do a door with a redstone torch, but I haven't tried it out yet. So why don't you give it a shot and tell me how that works, because I'm really curious. And there is a button on the other side of the door, or else how are you going to get out, that sends a signal, of course, to this piston. It's all in the same circuit, really. Nothing. Not that I think about it, of course. And now on to the next area. Are you tired? Do you need a bath? Well, I don't. Well, introducing the bath house. It's very simple, and all it does is give the player a small source of water that is continuous that will eventually lead you to become squeaky clean. Of course. Now let's turn this off at the moment. Now right now the machine is turned off. Now this lever sends a signal to this part, of course, which tells this sticky piston with the redstone block to this other piston. Oh, it's just a regular piston. I thought it was sticky. Oh well, doesn't matter. And here's, of course, the water where it is currently hidden away from prying eyes. We also have repeaters. That's what these are called. I probably should have mentioned that for the other one. That it has, of course, these things known as repeaters. Why is this one? You know what? I'm not even going to ask why that one's that way. I built it so long ago, I don't even remember how I built it. Maybe that's going to be really hard to describe it. I'm going to do my best. Okay, let's do our best. Woo! Okay. So it sends a signal once this is turned off to this redstone clock. Of course, watch what happens. See? It sends a signal once this piston goes back to its normal position. It sends a signal to the redstone clock, which then tells this other piston to kind of like move in and out, letting the water flow. And depending on how many ticks you have, it depends on how quickly the water is dispersed. But I found out this is like the best. This is the best. What's it called? The best ticks by far. Yes. I know redstone, totally. I'm not a noob. You're a noob. And what happened to the toilet seat? Alright. And this is the next, of course, redstone stuff. This is a bathroom with a built-in sink. Yep. It's really nice. It feels really homey. You can even flush. and wipe yourself with the toilet roll. And oh gosh, we still haven't flushed at all. Well, you know what? We shouldn't deal with the flushing. We should just wash our hands. Oh, let's make sure the sink goes in. Okay, come on. Let's do this. First try. First try. First try. I said first try. No, that's second try. Okay, come on, first try. First try. Come on. We almost got it. We almost got it. No, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. First try. First try! Totally was first try. The sink is now completely empty. Now, oh gosh, oh my goodness. So we have the redstone repeaters from, of course, the lever which sends a signal to this entire mess. So the first signal is to this, of course, sticky piston with a cauldron full of water. Now, I know you guys can't see it at the moment, but it is a cauldron full of water. I think if we, yeah, there's the piston. Here it is. And there's the cauldron full of water. Yep. And there's a cauldron that is not full of water. Now, I will put this back together at the end of the video, but right now it's not important for that. I think. There we go. That's good. Yeah. So we have a sticky piston with a cauldron full of water and a sticky piston with no water. And a sticky piston with a cauldron that has no water. And of course, this is another sticky piston that's right here in the middle. Now, the lever sends a signal to the first piston that, of course, pushes the cauldron with water to the very middle of this area. Why did I do that? Why did I think that was a good idea? I'm breaking a lot of stuff. And after it sends that signal, there goes a second signal to this piston, telling it to kind of extend outside, pushing the cauldron with water to, of course, to this area right there where it's highlighted. Alright? And meanwhile, while that's all going on, a third signal goes all the way to the last piston, of course. As you can see, there's a lot of repeaters here, all of them to the final tick. And this machine is not perfect. It is not perfect. Okay? It is not perfect and it will never be perfect. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay if it's not perfect. Because you know why? It works. It works. It works even if it's finicky. You know? It has its charm. You know? Every machine has its charm. Like this toilet. It never goes up. Or never goes up. And these are some of the things that I can use. I did like a redstone clock. One without a comparator and one with a comparator to see if it was any different. And they were about the same. And this is just a regular piston that kind of just like just goes on its own, you know, visually. I don't know why I did that part. I don't know why, actually. When was the last time I did this? Oh, right. And the next one is the water elevator. Have you ever wanted an elevator in your house? Are you tired of having one elevator full that has only magma and the other one only soul sand? Well, here I am to tell you that you can do both. So let's push this button and let's go up all the way to the top and wait for a little bit for the bubbles to, yep, there it goes. It goes all the way down. Let's be flushed. I mean, go down. Not be flushed. No. So this button sends a signal to these repeaters, and eventually to this sticky piston, to this other sticky piston. Now this sticky piston has of course, a block of redstone, or a redstone block, whatever I called it earlier. And it, of course, tells this piston to extend the soul sand, and it should be enough time, you know, in general to like tell to be outside so that way you can reach it all the way to the top. Of course, depending on how tall your house is, you may want more repeaters because repeaters basically extends the pulse, makes the pulse a little bit longer. It sends a signal to this wonky caterpillar or staircase, and it sends a signal all the way to this other sticky piston with the magma cube, which is just enough time to, like, you know, get you all the way down. And again, depending on how tall your building is, you may want to extend the pulse. It just depends on a lot of factors, really. It really does depend on a lot of factors. And now, time for the animal humane process. Are you tired of killing animals with, I don't know, a sword or an axe? Are you just tired of having to, murder these innocent animals? Why is there a fox in here? Why are you holding a feather? Did you eat the chickens? You ate the chickens. How dare you, good sir? You know what? It's okay. Cause you wanna know why? You get a lead. Yeah, you get a lead. Yeah. You get a lead. Yeah. Come on. Let's get in here. Let's get it. Yes. No. Get close to the gate. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna slowly push you in there, okay? Don't worry, it's completely humane. That's what the sign says. It's completely humane. Go in. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there we go. You get in there. Get in there. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah. Totally not gonna just oh god, you didn't burn. Don't worry, we have a lever. We have a lever. We have a lever. Oh, this fox is smart. This fox is smart. This fox is a little bit smart. Oh, don't worry. Oh, it died. I mean, it was humanely processed. I mean, totally. No, didn't die. No, it was humanely processed. So this lever sends a signal to this pulse, which tells this. I think that's a sticky piston. Yeah, it's a sticky piston. Which tells this sticky piston, to which has, I believe, this block, the purple terracotta. Yeah, to kind of like basically be like, hey, come back outside. What's the word? Contract? Contract? Yes, to contract. To pull the block back inside to its normal state. And we have a tripwire hook that's mostly for the animals, which sends the similar signal to the piston to basically make it go back to its normal position. Because watch what happens when I... Come on. We were working earlier before. Alright, I have to let the lever. Flick the lever! Okay. So now that I totally didn't make a mistake, of not flicking the lever, I'm going to pass through this. And, of course, similar to the pulse thing, it does depend on your pulse. It depends on how long the pulse is, so it will depend on how long the piston will be, I guess, in its neutral state, normal state, neutral, normal. In its normal state, of course. And if you extend the pulse, it'll probably be like in its neutral. The longer the pulse will depend, of course, how long the block is outside. It is totally up to you. And yeah, but let's say you are a vegan, you are a vegetarian. You want to eat more carrots. Good for you. You should eat more carrots. You should build this fancy machine. Now, it does not have to be rickety like you see right here. It can be completely flat. I just did it rickety because I felt like it, honestly. So we have a button. Let's push it, because that's what you do when you see a button. And look at all those carrots. Oh, we have to make sure we have our hoe with us. Of course. Oh no, wrong button. There we go. Now the reason you want the hoe is because sometimes the grass, yeah, that's what happens to the grass. Why does this carrot not go in there? Oh, more for me. More carrots for me. Well, in the end, all these carrots are for me, actually, now that I think about it. So now that we placed away all the carrots, except for one, and the diamond hoe, and replanted all of the carrots, and ignored the rain, the button sends a signal to this observer, which then sends another different signal to these. I think they're dispensers. Yeah, they're dispensers, and the dispensers have a single bucket of water. Now it doesn't matter where you put them. I just decided to put them in the top left corner because I always think left. I don't know why. And each of these repeaters are all on different ticks. Mostly because I think it was because to all make them go down at a different rate, and it just looks cooler when they're all at a different rate. I don't know why. I just thought that was cooler. And you can plant anything you want, whether it be wheat, potatoes, beetroots, something that is plantable. Something that is plantable. Now on to the next, of course, machine. The flower machine. Now I saw this contraption in someone else's video, and I'll put the link in the description down below of the video that I saw that had this particular contraption in, and it was very interesting, honestly. And it has, of course, a flower that I cannot pronounce for the life of me, so I'm just gonna call it Penny. Bear with me. I have pronunciation issues, but then again, don't we all? So this very simple machine, I say simple, but it's not really simple at all. Of course, I'm gonna have to remove this button automatically. Okay, there we go. So this is a redstone clock. All of these repeaters are at different ticks, whether it be 1, of course 2, 3, or 4. All right. Actually, no, this would actually just be normal ticks. Wait a minute. If a repeater has 4 ticks, how is it possible that it had 4 ticks if this is like the no tick zone? I have questions. Moving on, it sends a signal to, of course, these dispensers that have a lot of bone meal over and over again, and we have chests on top of them, so that way in case of if the bone meal from the bottom goes away, we have the chest on top that leads to a hopper that leads to the dispensers in case they run out and everything. And down below, we have minecarts that are, doing their jobs. At least I hope so. Guys, come on. Go the right direction. Go the right direction. You were doing fine just earlier before. So, yeah. They should be doing just fine. And they should be slowly filling this up. And I do... Why did you stop? Did I tell you to stop? I did not tell you to stop, good sir. I did not tell you to stop. Good sir. No, you carts. No, you carts. You need to... I'll deal with you later. You're fired. You hear me? Fired. It's like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry you had to see that. Those minecarts are totally fired. But there are some plants that I try to put in the machine, in the bone meal machine, but it didn't work. So I built a different kind of machine. This very large machine, of course. It can be as big as you want. Just be aware of the dispensers with the water mechanics, because the water does go out only so long, So depending on how long the water flow is, that's how long, this machine should be. All right. So we have a signal. Okay, let's throw that in here. Wait, let's push this button, and look at all that stuff going in there. All right, let's push the button again. So that way it turns off. I don't know why. I could have done the same thing with the grass to here, but I don't know why. I just didn't feel like it. So, anyways, so the first signal, I believe, goes to this dispenser with the ticks and to the last dispenser. I think the reason why I did different lines was because I didn't want the redstone lines to be interconnected. I mean, you can do that if you want to. I mean, that is totally up to you if you want to do like something similar. I don't know what I was thinking actually. I mean, I'm pretty sure you would get the same results, right? Right? We go all the way up to 4. You add that there. And then you add, what did I add? I think, no, that would be good. That'd be good. Yeah, no, it worked. What was I thinking? I guess you don't need that fancy little line. Huh. The more you know. So down here below, we have more dispensers, again with a bunch of bone meal. And if you press the buttons, it will allow you to, like, show you where it is. I have two of these because look, there's a good row that is left out, and if I push the other button, look, it's filled in. I think the only problem I have with it is that there is no black. There is no wither rolls, which is a way to get the black dye, that or the squid ink. So other than that, this would be a very difficult way to get to obtaining the black dye. You probably have to build a squid farm, whatever that means. Anyways, down here below we have, of course, a composter bin, similar to the toilet but completely different. It, well, gives you bone meal. This way you can constantly feed your machine. If you have a bunch of wheat seeds in this machine, because that will eventually happen, you could just feed this compost bin with seeds. I mean, it will take longer, but you will still get bone meal, and you could use that to refill these dispensers rather than just waste bones. Use your bones for dogs, people. Use your bones for dogs. On to the next machine. The sugarcane machine with a working mine. Oh, look, it worked. Oh, I should have been looking up actually. Let's break this and let's go here, 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 and here. So how this machine works is completely by itself. No buttons, no levers. That makes me sad. There's nothing to push or switch. So we have observers to this specific line, which sends a pulse to this piston and to this piston, which are linked to redstone repeaters. This is to give them enough time to, send out the signal. And it's the same thing over here. It's kind of like this weird cross thing, to be honest. And I know there is sand. You can use sand, and sand does work best for the sugar canes. However, I did discover, where is the penny? Yeah, where's the sand? Sand? Okay. So if we have, let's say, okay, let's put the sand right there so that way you guys can see it. Okay, so normally before, I think there was a bug in one version of Minecraft where if you place sand on top of this, it would fly, but not anymore. Now it just disappears. I mean, you could do with the same thing with scaffolding, but it's to, let's see what happens. Alright. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, it still falls. So basically, sand on anything, it will instantly fall, and we don't want that. So dirt, no, not dirt. Grass blocks are the way to grow. Grass blocks are the way to go for this particular machine. And since it's all by itself, it's all automated, all you have to do is just really go to the bottom and watch the sugarcane count go up. As the hopper collects it, if the sugarcane falls to the middle, and if it doesn't, then the minecart will collect it eventually. Yeah, it will eventually collect it. And last but not least, my favorite machine so far, besides the explosive one over there, is a simple kelp farm. Have you ever wanted to build kelp with redstone? Well, I didn't. I mean, I could have made kelp and redstone together, but look at this. You could just go in here. Let's go to this perspective. Look at this. Let's place. Look at this. It's like I'm a fish in a fish tank. Honestly, this is honestly this machine is just ridiculous, and it's only meant for people who just want to have fun and to just have nonsense, honestly. Sometimes you just need nonsense in your life. Now, the good thing about this machine is if you break the kelp at any single part, you won't drown in here, by the way. You won't drown because of, let's go to game mode S. Oh, no. Hold on. Game mode survival. And we go down here. As you can see right now, our bubble should slowly start to dwindle. That's because we are in regular water. The instant we go into this water, let's try to go down. Just go down. Go down! Yeah. As soon as you enter the elevator, the bubble elevator, your water, you won't drown, basically. That's what I'm trying to... creative. There we go. Now, another thing that you could do with this with the bubbles, if you stand right here and just press Q, just press Q all the way. Look at that. Look at that. This is just nonsense. This is just for fun. This is honestly just for fun. Try to make it a game with you and your friends. See who can make it over the line. And the kelp will eventually go down to the chest. Now you can set up a smelting area and then have that smelting area lead to a chest. However, I just want a chest full of kelp. I don't know why. I just do. You can do that. Honestly, if you have a furnace, I think a blast furnace. Not a blast furnace. What was the other one? Smoker? Yeah, smoker. And you have coal or charcoal. I'm gonna use charcoal since it's something that a lot of people don't use, honestly. Now that I think about it. Let's get rid of this area. I think the smoker should take the kelp. Yeah, it will take the kelp. And then if you have a chest, and then wait, no, where's the chest? Where did the chest go? Where did you go? Where did he go? Where did he go? And then I believe, hold on, let me make this go here. Yeah, I think eventually, the dried kelp. No, oh, you have to put it up and over, right. Hold on. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. Hold on, 1 second. Technical difficulties. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this, and this. Let's put it there. And let's put this there. Let's put that in here. I think this should... Yeah! There we go. I should do it. Alright. So, you have to set up your smoker. Let's put the kelp right here, and it will eventually fill this in. Of course, it will fill the smoker in with the charcoal. Make sure you have a healthy dose of charcoal on site. I'll put that in there just in case. So yeah, you can set up a smoker right under this specific hopper and fill it up with charcoal or coal, and eventually it will lead to another chest with dried kelp, which then you can eat if you want to, or you can plant more kelp for more nonsense. Oh, and it's raining. See you all next time.